Planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these...
We on? All right. Welcome back here to Groton, South Dakota, Lockhart Field. I'm Pat Krause bringing you Junior Legion region action. 2 games in the book so far today. In our first game of the day at around noon, we saw Sisseton defeat Redfield 6-2. And then in a game just completed, we saw Groton defeat Redfield 12-0 in 5 innings by way of the 10-run rule. And give you a quick little recap of that game, as Groton was quite an offensive output there in that game against Redfield. Quickly run through a little box score here for you once I can get to it. While we wait for that, there we go. Sorry about that. 12 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Groton. One hit for Redfield and 1 walk. So they had 2 base runners. One of them was erased by a double play. So TC Schuster goes the distance. He pitches 5 innings, gives up 1 hit, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 63 pitches. So very efficient 5-inning ball game for TC. Leading the offensive charge, Alex Ablin had 3 hits, TC Schuster had 3 hits, Lincoln Krause had 2 hits, Ryder Shelley had 2 hits. Ethan Kroll, Tristan McGann each had a hit. TC Schuster had 3 RBI, Ryder Shelley had 3 RBI. So everybody contributing to the offensive cause for that game. So a good win for Groton. Now, in this format here, a little different. This is a round-robin format. You're going to play 3 games in 2 days. You're going to play all the other 3 teams. So far, Groton 1-0 in the round-robin. Redfield falls to 0-2. Sisseton also 1-0. And Clark has yet to play. This will be Clark's first game of the tournament. And they will play 2 tomorrow. Sisseton will also play 2 tomorrow. And Redfield and Groton will each play 1 tomorrow to round out the tournament. Starting lineups being done here. Groton will be the home team on the scoreboard. Clark Willow Lake just being announced. Leading off for Clark will be Will Hubdy playing center field. Watson Grantham at shortstops batting second. Batting third is Jacob Steen. He's doing the catching. In right field is Damian Severson. He's batting fourth. Batting fifth is Kai Vandersnick, and he's playing first base. Batting sixth is Charlie Luvas, and he is doing the pitching. Max Bratlin at third. Batting seventh. Batting eighth is Benny Palmer. He's in left. And Talon Huber is at second base, batting ninth. And Clark coached by Chris Bokinski. And for Groton, the home team, Lincoln Krause leading off and doing the catching. Alex Ablin on the mound, and he's batting second. Batting third is Nick Greblinghoff. T.C. Schuster I'll finish out Groton's lineup here right after the sportsman's coach here, read by Athletic Commissioner Travis Kurth. All right, that was Travis Kurth doing the code of sportsmanship. Back to Groton's starting line. T.C. Schuster is batting fourth, playing shortstop. Ethan Kroll in center field batting fifth. Batting sixth is Ryder Shelley, and he will be at third base. Braden Fleece at first base, batting seventh. Batting eighth, John Bisbee, and he's in right field. And Tristan McGannon batting ninth in left field. Coaches for the Post 39 Junior Legion, head coach Aaron Severson, and he is assisted by Seth Erickson. Again, as I mentioned in that first game, these two guys, they take care of both our Legion squads, the Senior Legion and Junior Legion, just kind of flip roles. If it's Junior Legion, Aaron's in charge, and if it's Senior Legion, it's Seth Erickson in charge, and I think these two guys do a pretty darn good job of managing these young men and teaching them the game and the sport. If you didn't tune in during the first game, we talked a little bit about the Senior Legion team as they qualified for the Class B Senior Legion State Tournament. They went 3-0 in the region last week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday we were rained out, but Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday went 3-0. To qualify for the state tournament. They defeated Sisseton, and then Big Stone, and then Sisseton again to make their way to the state tournament. They play at 5 o'clock on Friday, late afternoon. Opening ceremonies at 4 o'clock, and the game will follow that. If you were listening in between games, I had my dad, Ron Kraus. He is the head coach of the state tournament host team, Millbank, and he was kind of previewing the tournament, talking about some of the things that were happening. So if you get a chance to go back to the previous game stream and listen into that. Set the defense here real quick for Groton. In the outfield, left to right, it'll be McGannon, Kroll, and Bisbee. Around the infield, it'll be Shelley, Schuster, Greblinghoff, and Fleece. First pitch from Ablin is in there for a strike. 4:04 first pitch. Under cloudy skies and 81 degrees. The 0-1 misses, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Battery for Groton behind the dish is Lincoln Kraus, and on the mound is Alex Ablin. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Will Hubdy, the batter for Clark. Hubdy playing center field for Clark. The 1-2 from Ablin is on the outside corner for strike 3 for the first out. Umpires in this final game of the day is on the bases is Dalton Locke. Sorry about that, Dalton. And behind the plate is Levi Christensen. Watson Grantham now the batter for Clark. Pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Ablin's 1-0. Swung on and lifted into center. Ethan Kroll's got it measured, and he will put it away for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here. Jacob Steen now coming to the plate. Steen doing the catching for Clark. Ablin from the wind. First pitch just misses low. Again, one thing about Alex is he does a nice job of, if he's in a groove, he keeps that ball low, which is what you want to do. Keep him beating it into the ground. The 1-0 in the dirt. Good scoop there by Kraus. One thing I've noticed with Alex over the years is he likes to work fast, and sometimes that isn't in his favor, so you got to learn to just kind of keep himself in check. The 2-0. High and tight. Dug himself a hole here now, 3-0. Again, one thing I've noticed about Alex and even TC Schuster, these kids are ball players, and they understand that when they're having a little trouble, they just got to reset themselves and find a way here. And the 3-0. And that one's going to go behind Steen for ball 4. So Ablin uses 6 pitches to get 2 outs and then gives up a 4-pitch walk. So Damian Severson, the batter. Severson batting from the left side, it looks like. Playing right field for Clark as Steen takes his lead from first. Ablin comes set. Steen squares. Long pause by Ablin. Long pause. Runner goes. Throw from Kraus. Close play at second. Kraus's throw was in time, but off target. Steen didn't slide, lost his balance a little bit, and Schuster almost able to put the tag on him. Pitch called to strike. As Clark looking to try to maybe get something in here with 2 outs. Steen takes his lead. The 0-1 going to be high. One ball, 1 strike. As Severson looks down at his coach, gets the sign. Now digs back in. The 1-1. At the knees, going to get away from Kraus. Steen moving up on the play. Good read there by Steen as ball didn't get away from Lincoln very far, but you know, if you read it right away and you take off right away, you have a pretty good chance of moving up. Pitch called to strike, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Swung on and missed. And Ablin works himself out of a jam there as Clark threatens, gets the guy to third, but Ablin rears back and comes back with a big strikeout to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left after half inning, no score. Coming up for Groton in the home half of the first, it'll be Lincoln Kraus, Alex Ablin, and Nick Greblinghoff. And we'll have the bottom of the first inning here at Lockhart Field after this break.
Good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back to Lockhart Field here in Groton, South Dakota. This is Pat Kraus bringing you Junior Legion Region action. Now that's a lot to say, a little bit of a mouthful. Bottom half of the first inning coming up here. We'll have Lincoln Kraus, Alex Ablin, and Nick Greblinghoff, our guaranteed hitters. Set the defense here real quick for Groton in the outfield, left to right. It'll be left field Benny Palmer, in center field Will Hovde, and in right field Damian Severson. Around the infield, third to first, it'll be Max Bratlin at third, Watson Grantham at short, Talon Huber at second, and at first base is Kai Vandersnick. The battery for Clark here behind the dish will be Jacob Steen, and on the mound is Charlie Lubas as he finishes up his warm-up pitches here. Lincoln Kraus going to lead things off. Again, winner of this region will represent the region in the Junior Legion State Tournament in Millbank on August 8th, 9th, and 10th. And again, if you're not doing anything in the coming weekend and you want to go watch some good baseball, come on over to Millbank. Kraus digs in here for his first at bat. He squares and gets it down the third baseline, but it's just going to drift foul. Good idea there by Kraus. That's been a weapon for him this year, as he bats left-handed, uses his speed, and done a nice job of getting it down. That one just a little bit too far down the line as it squirted foul. So 0-1 the count here to Groton's leadoff hitter. That one misses off the plate. Count evens up here, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 on the outside corner. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now Kraus looking to, as the third baseman, backs off here. Bratlin backs off. And the 1-2 swung on and missed. And Kraus down swinging for the first out. Kind of got fooled there a little bit. Went reaching for it. Alex Abelin going to come to the plate. Alex was 3 for 4 in the game before this. See if he can continue that good hitting here. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 to Abelin, swung on and chopped foul. No balls and 2 strikes to the Groton pitcher, Alex Abelin. Swung on line right to first baseman Vandersnick. And that'll bring up Nick Greblinghoff. First pitch to Greblinghoff, swung on, foul tipped into the glove. Uvas likes to work fast. Slows himself down here a little bit. The 0-1, swung on, pop foul. Uvas doing a nice job here. Again, we talked about it. Throwing strikes is the key here. I don't care what level you're playing at, and he's doing a good job of that so far. And the 0-2 to Greblinghoff, swung on, fouled, got just a piece of it to stay alive in the at-bat. 0 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, no score. The 0-2, swung on, fouled. Greblinghoff catches a piece of it, stays alive in the at-bat. Lubas back on the mound here. Gets a sign from Steen. And the 0-2 swung on and pulled foul. Again, that's one thing we've seen with Nick is he's got pretty solid hands in there, and he gets out in front of that ball. Still battling, no balls and 2 strikes, having himself a good at-bat so far. Seeing if it'll pay off. The 0-2 swung on again, pop foul. Good spoil there by Nick as he stays in it. So many foul balls that our home plate umpire has run out of them. So looking to get some of those foul balls back into play. Greblinghoff digs back in. And the 0-2 swung on again, fouled. Pass. First base coach Seth Erickson, in typical fashion, the dugout gives him a hard time for not fielding it, but that was a pretty hard hit ball, so I don't blame him for not getting that one. And the 0-2 swung on and fouled again. Again, both these guys battling. Luvas keeps throwing strikes, and Greblinghoff fouls it off. Again, now it's just a matter of who's going to give in first. And Greblinghoff calls time as he just didn't feel quite right in the box, so gets his time out, now steps back in. The 0-2 swung on and grounded to first. Vanderschnick stays back, takes a nice hop and puts it away. So good at bat there by Nick, but unfortunately grounds out for the third out. Groton goes down in order, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. After one complete, no score. Coming up for Clark, it'll be Kai Vanderschnick, Charlie Luvas, and Max Bratlin. And we'll have the top of the second inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
Pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students.
Kai Vanderschnick going to lead things off here for Clark in the top half of the second inning. No score so far early on in the game. Alex Ablin still pitching for Groton. From the windup here, he looks in at Kraus, gets his sign. First pitch to Vanderschnick. Just low and away. Vanderschnick playing first for Clark in this ball game. The 1-0 swung on and missed. And Ablin quickly back here, evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Cloudy skies. We had a little sunshine during that game before. And the 1-1 just misses off the plate. Wind blowing about straight in from center right now, so ball's going to hang in the air. And the 2-1 swung out, popped up. Kraus throws the mask. He's going to give it a look. And it must have got out of play as he comes back without a ball, and count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, with that wind blowing in like that, that probably pushed the ball out. He might have had a play had the wind not been blowing the way it was. And the 2-2 swung on, foul tipped into the glove. Kraus hangs on, and Vanderschnick down swinging for the first out. Charlie Luvas, the batter now. My apologies if I pronounced it incorrectly. Charlie Luvas. Luvas did a nice job there going 3 up, 3 down in his half of the inning pitching. First pitch swinging, liner into left. McGannon keeps it in front, fires it into Schuster, and that'll keep Luvas at first, but Luvas is aboard with a 1-out single. Max Bratlin now the batter. Bratlin playing third base. As Chris Bokinski goes through a series of signs, we'll see here what, if anything, is on. Ablin comes set. Long check at the runner. And the first pitch swung on. Runner bluffed, but didn't go. Kraus hopped up, ready for the throw, but nothing happening, so Alex in the windup here. He steps off. Again, sometimes these guys get a little bit too wound up, and they sometimes forget what's going on, so good thing he knew what he was doing there. The 0-1 misses away. Kraus is able to stab at it, slide out, and keep it in front. Put a glove on it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the top of the second inning. Third game of the day. Clark's first game of the day. Groton second. Long pause here for Abel. The 1-1 misses low and away. It's one thing too. He does do a good job of holding runners, but sometimes when he holds that pause for so long, I think he gets himself out of rhythm a little bit, and that's when you see some misses in the strike zone. So hopefully he can find a way here to kind of find himself a rhythm. Luvis doesn't look like he's going anywhere over there, as his lead is pretty modest. The 2-1 swung out, a pop foul out of play. Count evens up. Now again, we'll see here. Sometimes coaches with 2 strikes like to give a steal sign, and with the batter having to protect, it sometimes turns into a hit and run and then you get fielders moving around, getting them out of position. See what happens here. 2-2, runner stays. Pitch misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Alex looking to find a way to get an out here. Ground ball would be nice here. Get an out in the middle, possibly turn that into a double play, but just looking for an out. Three, 2, runner goes. Swung out and missed. Little bobble, throw down to second is not in time. Bratland down swinging for the second out. Luvis moves up on the stolen base. Benny Palmer, the batter, now playing left field. Kraus had a little trouble handling that ball. Kind of had a double clutch, didn't have real good grip on it, so the ball sailed, and Luvis is able to be in safely at second. First pitch to Palmer. This is inside. 2 outs, runner on second is Charlie Luvis. Luvis had a 1-out sharp single into left and then stole second. The 1-0 misses low and away. 2-0 the count. Again, we don't, when coaches are looking at their pitchers, walks are kind of a detriment. You don't want to see batters walk, because if you look back in scorebooks, walks usually come back to haunt you and turn into runs pretty quickly. The 2-0 misses low and away. Especially when you're here at the bottom of the lineup. I know Clark's pretty solid up and down their lineup, but typically 7, 8, 9 are, I don't want to say they're probably not your highest average hitters. So you want to take advantage of these guys and get outs where you can. 3-0 in their first strike. I always say at this level, if your 7, 8, 9 hitters are getting on base, that's a good recipe for a winning team, because then your top of the lineup can hit them in. The 3-1 on the inside corner, and Alex comes back here and fills the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Luvis takes his lead, and the 3-2. Chop to the middle. Greblinghoff going to field it. And fires to first to retire Palmer. 4-3 for the third out. So Clark gets a guy on second but doesn't score. So they have 1 hit, left 1 after an inning and a half. Still no score coming up for Groton. It'll be T.C. Schuster, Ethan Kroll, and Ryder Shelley. We'll have the bottom of the second inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Groton, South Dakota, Lockhart Field. I am Pat Kraus bringing you Junior Legion region action. As right now we've got a tie score here, 0-0. Both pitchers doing a nice job here early on, throwing strikes, getting outs where they can. Charlie Lubas doing the pitching for Clark. Had a 3-up, 3-down inning in his first inning. And Alex Ablin doing a nice job. He's only faced 2 over the minimum so far, so good throw there by Jacob Steen. Again, round-robin format. You've got Clark and Groton playing right now. Sisseton and Redfield are the other 2 teams, and the team that comes out on top in this tournament will represent this region at the State Junior Legion Tournament on August 8th. T.C. Schuster leading things off, takes first pitch low and away. Again, that tournament will be in Millbank. 100th anniversary of American Legion Baseball this year. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. For those little history lesson, Millbank, South Dakota is the birthplace of American Legion Baseball, which is why those tournaments are being held there this year. The 1-1, and Schuster chases one. That one hit the chalk in the left-handed batter's box, and Schuster kind of disgusted with himself there, and he digs back in. And the 1-2, swung on and grounded to third, foul. Bratland fields it in foul territory. And Schuster, nice job there getting a piece of it to stay alive in the at-bat. Lewis back on the rubber here as he gets the sign from Steen, and the 1-2. And it's going to go over the top of Schuster. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And TC had a nice game against Redfield, 3 hits, 3 RBI. And the 2-2 misses up and away. Count fills up now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Schuster looking to find himself on here as a leadoff hitter. And the 3-2 misses off the plate. Close pitch. I think Steen and Lubas both thought they had it, but Lubas looks over at his dugout, and they were kind of wondering too, and he just told them, nope, that was away. So nice job there by the pitcher to kind of calm his teammates down. So Schuster aboard with a leadoff walk, going to bring up Ethan Kroll. First pitch misses away. We'll see here as, runs could be at a premium. We'll see if Groton puts anything on here. Kroll squares and is unable to get it down. Again, something that kind of a lost art in baseball. We kind of in the era of hits and average and slugging percentage and all that sometimes we forget about the little things of being able to get a bunt down, and Ethan unable to do that, but he's ahead in the count here, 2 balls and 1 strike. And being the 5 hitter, he's got some ability with the bat, so hopefully he's able to use that here. The 2-1 swung on and line to the right side. Huber up with it, and he's going to retire Kroll at first, but a job done. Again, that's something that's not going to show up in the scorebook there. Good at bat by Ethan to put the ball in play, get Schuster up to second. Going to bring up Ryder Shelley. Again, when you're looking to try to bunt, maybe move the guy up, That does the same thing there. I know it goes down as there's a good bunt there by Shelley, and play at first as they retire Shelley. So Shelley moves Schuster to third on a sacrifice bunt. Brad Fleece now going to be the hitter. First pitch on the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1 to Fleece is in there for a strike. Now Fleece quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. Looking to find a way here to get Schuster in from third. The 0-2 is grounded to the right side. Huber up with it, bobbles it, but still able to field it and retire Fleece. 4-3 for the third out. So Groton threatens. They get a guy to third, but unable to push him across. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left after 2 complete, no score. Coming up for Clark, we'll have Talon Huber, then back to the top of the lineup with Hubdy and Grantham, and we'll bring that to you here at Lockhurst Field after this break.
It's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
And we're back here at Lockhurst Field in Groton, South Dakota. Pat Krause bringing you Junior Legion Region action. Groton and Clark are the teams here doing battle, and both teams have had a chance, had runners on. Clark has had a runner on second and third in each of their first 2 innings. Groton had a runner on third in the last inning, but nothing to show for it. Talon Huber is going to lead things off. He's playing second base for Clark. Alex Ablin's first pitch is in there for a strike. And this is where, again, as I talked, your bottom of the order, as a pitcher, you gotta just go right after him here, and that's a good start there by Alex. And the 0-1 misses upstairs. In that last situation there, I know Huber swung and missed, but stay right with that fastball. The 1-1 swung on, fouled. Gonna get the dugout moving over there. Well, that's a good way to see who's paying attention over there, and thankfully everybody was able to get out of the way. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the inside corner, down looking for out number 1 is Talon Huber. Good pitch there by Ablin as he came back with a little breaking ball in the inside corner, dropped it right in there. Top of the order back up here now, Will Hubdy. Hubdy down looking in his first at bat. First pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up into short left. McGannon in, but Schuster's going to call it, and he's going to put it away for out number 1. Again, that off the bat, that looked like it was going to be into left field, but with the way that wind's blowing, Schuster caught it on the infield dirt. So 2 good outs here for Ablin. Brings up Watson Grantham. Grantham hit a fly ball to center in his first at bat. First pitch misses low and away. Second time through here for Clark, and probably see their batters be a little more aggressive as they kind of know what Alex has to offer now. And the 1-0, that one misses low and away. The other side of that, too, is with it being the second time through, Alex is going to try to be a little bit more precise with his pitches, maybe mix it up a little more. And the 2-0, that's going to be dropped in for a strike. I think he kind of fooled Grantham there a little bit, as 2-0 is typically a fastball count, and I think Alex threw something a little different there. Kind of caught him off guard. And the 2-1 misses upstairs. Grantham, nice job of holding off and not pulling the trigger there. 3-1 the count. Again, that's kind of been Alex's little downfall here. He gets 2 quick outs and then runs a 3-ball count. Hopefully he can battle out here. And the 3-1, that one misses low and away. Again, something off speed. Didn't want to give Grantham anything too good to hit. But with 2 outs, I would think you'd be looking to challenge him because Jacob Steen coming up for Groton, or excuse me, for Clark. There's a reason he bats in the number 3 spot for him. He's a pretty solid hitter, and you want this guy to come up with nobody on. You don't want him to come up with base runners on, even if he is on first base. You want this guy to bat with bases empty. Because I've seen him over the years. If he connects with one, he usually puts a pretty good bat on it. And Grantham pretty good speed over at first, so Abelin and Kraus got to make sure that they're ready and hopping here. Check at first. Almost gets by. I think that caught Grantham right in the back of the leg. Grantham with a pretty good lead over there. Runner goes. Pitch is lined foul over the first base coach. Again, Clark looking to be aggressive here as they're not afraid to run, and looked like maybe if that was a hit and run. I mean, nice job there by Steen to hit behind the runner. Runner stays this time. Pitch is low and away. Good hop there by Kraus to keep that one. Keep Grantham at first. Grantham getting a good lead over there. This one looks like he might be digging in, ready to go. Runner goes. Swung on and popped into right field. Bisbee's got it measured, and he'll put it away for out number 3. So nice play there by John. That's actually a tougher play than it looks, as that ball's slicing away from the wind blowing in, but no score after 2.5 coming up for Groton. It'll be Tristan McGannon, and then back to the top with Kraus and Abelin, and we'll have the bottom of the 3rd inning when we come back to Lockhurst Field after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
And welcome back to Groton, South Dakota, here at Lockhurst Field. 0-0 our score. We're seeing our pitchers doing their job and throwing strikes, and the defense making plays behind them as well. So 2.5 innings in the books, still no score. Charlie Lubas out there, looks like he's still doing a little stretching, maybe tightening up a little bit. I know when it's humid like it's been, it's easy to tighten up, but hopefully he's okay and will continue as he waits for his catcher, Jacob Steen. Steen made the final out of the inning, so he's got to get his gear on and get things ready to go. I misspoke before the break. John Bisbee is going to lead things off for us here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Bisbee, Tristan McGannon, and then back to the top of the order with Lincoln Kraus. So hopefully, as I said, a lot of games get won by teams that can get the bottom of their order to produce, and it may be something just as simple as getting on base. Any way you can get on base on the bottom of the order, and then turn that lineup over and get the top of the order, drive them in. First pitch to John is in there for a strike. Again, this Luvas, he's ready to work here. He gets that ball right back on the mound, and he's ready to go. The 0-1 swung on and missed. John kind of pulled his head there. And the 0-2 on the way. And that's strike 3. And Bisbee down looking for out number 1. And Lubas makes quick work there as 3 pitches, 3 strikes. 1 out. It's going to bring Tristan McGannon to the plate. McGannon, his first plate appearance of the game. First pitch is in there for a strike. McGannon kind of jumped away, but it hit the inside corner. The 0-1 misses low and away. Tristan had a hit in the first game, in the game before this. And the 1-1 swung on and missed as he's a little tardy. Got to start his load and his swing a little sooner. Try to find a way here. And the 1-2 swung on and grounded to third and foul. And McGannon gets a piece of it, chops it foul, stays alive in the at-bat. McGannon comes back and digs back in as Lubas gets the sign. And the 1-2. On the outside corner for strike 3. And McGannon down looking for out number 2. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Number 2, Lincoln Kraus. Kraus 0 for 1 today, struck out in his first at-bat. Looking to find a way on here. Kraus always a threat to lay a bunt down, so Clark's got their third baseman about 4 or 5 good steps on the grass, trying to take that away. The 1-0's in there for a strike, and counts even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 swung on and grounded to the right side. Going to be a tough play, and Kraus is going to be safe as Vandersnick came off a ways to field that ball, and Lubas didn't hop off the mound, and Huber unable to get there from second. So Kraus, with his speed, able to beat it out. And with 2 outs, Groton has a runner on, and Alex Abelin, the batter. First pitch to Abelin misses. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score. Kraus gets his lead from first. Runner goes. Throw down to second is past the shortstop, and Kraus is in safely with a stolen base. Good quick throw there. Man, Jacob Steen, he's a little bigger guy back there, but he hops and he's got a good strong arm. But good jump there by Kraus. He's in safely. Abelin reaches out and pops it out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Abelin. Now base hit here, could score a run. That's what they're hoping for. Kraus, good speed out there at second. Able to drop one in somewhere, and Kraus off on contact, could score. And the 1-2 to Abelin, he misses high. Tries to get him to chase, and Alex doesn't bite. Lubas looks in at Steen, gets his sign. Now he's set. 2-2, swung on and fouled, and Alex stays alive. Again, I've said this to a few people. When Alex is at his best, he likes to drive that ball the other way. Hits it to right center and right, and drives it. He doesn't just flip it out there. He hits it hard, so get something going here. The 2-2. Swung on and grounded to short. Grantham up with it and fires to first in time to retire Abelin. Again, Groton threatens. Gets a guy to second, but unable to capitalize. 1 left on after 3 complete. No score coming up for Clark. It'll be Severson, Vandersnick, and Lubas, and we'll have the top of the 4th inning when we come back to Groton and Lockcars Field after this break.
Have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods, such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Lockhart Field here in beautiful Groton, South Dakota. If you can see on the screen here, our grounds crew has done again another masterful job. We haven't gotten the rains that other parts of the state have gotten. Last week we got ourselves a fair amount of rain. Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere middle of the week, we ended up getting a few inches, a couple inches here and there. But we're thinking about our neighbors to the south there in the Watertown area who had tornadoes and hail, and I heard reports just south of Watertown, between Watertown and Castlewood, of rain to 7 inches of rain. That's a tough situation to be in. So hopefully everybody down there is safe and able to find a way to dig themselves out of that. So Damian Severson will lead things off here for Clark in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch from Ablin, swung on and missed. Quickly ahead here, no balls and 1 strike. Again, Alex Ablin, that was pitch number 46. 46 for the game. And the 0-1. This is inside. Severson kind of got him guessing here a little bit as his feet are a little bit jumpy in the box. And the 1-1. Swung on and popped foul, out of play over the top of us here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to the Clark right fielder, Damian Severson. Ablin looking in. Now he gets it. And from the wind, the 1-2. Swung on, chopped. Back to the pitcher. Ablin up with it. On to first in time to retire Severson, 1-3. Again, here in these high school age games, Legion, Junior Legion, even in junior teeners, pitchers are usually not just pitchers. They play another position, and Alex is a very nice infielder, so nice to have that to be able to field the position. 1 out, Kai Vanderschnick, the batter. First pitch fouled back into the grandstand. We'll see if that's cut, as it may have hit something, but Lincoln looks at it, says it's fine. Ablin again here ahead. Again, so important to get that first strike on a guy. Get ahead in the count, and then you can start mixing in your other pitches. And the 0-1. Swung on and grounded to third. Shelley misses that one. That one had, not sure, he didn't see that one quite right. Took kind of a goofy bounce, but that's usually one that Ryder handles. So tough play there. Will be scored an error. Charlie Lubas now the batter. Lubas singled on the first pitch he saw in his last at-bat. Vanderschnick taking his lead. Takes a step back. One thing about Ablin, again, he likes to hold runners, so he'll take his time. Long pause. Check at first. It is not in time. Again, Clark's showing that they're not afraid to be aggressive on the bases, so I wouldn't be surprised here if we see Vanderschnick off with this first pitch. He's got himself a good lead. He's out past the curve there, the cutout. A check again. Hopefully here they see him ready to run. Kraus ready back there. Lots happening here. A little chess match here between the pitcher and batter and runner and catcher and everybody involved here trying to decide what's going to happen here. If they're going to hold him, try to keep him there, make sure Kraus gets a pitch he can handle. If they're going to Again, third check over there so far. If you were this was Major League Baseball, it would be a balk and Vandersnick would be on second base. But thankfully, we don't have that rule here at the lower levels. Runner goes, throw down, on target, but Vandersnick able to get in underneath of it. Vandersnick pretty good speed, so tough play there, but good throw by Kraus as it was on target. Just, Vandersnick just beat it. One out, runner on second. Pitch called to strike. Again, that's something, you try to keep runners on, keep them close, but when you got a good runner, good kid with good speed, pitch misses low and away. And now Alex has got to bear down, refocus here, try to get the out here. And out here would be big. Looking to keep Vandersnick stranded at second. Schuster and Greblinghoff will work back and forth there, keep the runner close. The 1-1 is on the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch there by Alex as he comes back and paints that outside corner here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Charlie Lubas. Max Bratlin on deck. Ablin comes set. He checks Vandersnick at second. Long look. 1-2. Swung on and hit into center. Vandersnick sets up for a tag. Good throw by Ethan Kroll. Vandersnick goes back and sets up to tag. Kroll does a nice job getting his body behind the ball, and good strong throw on target to Ryder Shelley to keep Vandersnick at second. Now Max Bratlin going to come to the plate. Bratlin 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second inning. Ablin looking to work himself around. First pitch swinging. Kraus is going to give it a look, but it's going to be out of play. Ablin looking to pick up his third baseman here as Vandersnick got on by way of an error on third baseman Ryder Shelley. So Ablin trying to do his job here, pick up his teammate, and get out of the inning with no harm here. Ablin again takes a long look at Vandersnick. And the 0-1 just off the plate. Kraus calls time. He's going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. I think maybe they want to mix things up a little bit as runner on second might be trying to tip pitches. Not illegal. Maybe not ethical, but not illegal. You can do that if they're going to allow it. They're going to show it to you. The 1-1. Runner goes. Ground ball to second. Greblinghoff up with it. On to first, and Ablin gets himself out of it. Runner was off with the pitch, but Greblinghoff playing his position retires Bratlin 4-3. So Ablin bails out Shelley, and they strand a runner. And coming up here in the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be Greblinghoff, Schuster, and Kroll will have the bottom of the fourth inning back here at Lockhurst Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And we're back here as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still no score. Again, both teams have had chances. They get runners on, get them into scoring position, but then the pitchers bear down and do their jobs and get outs. We saw it in that last inning as Kai Vandersnick hits a hard chopper and Ryder Shelley unable to field it cleanly, and he makes it as far as second with one out. So a little bit of a threat, and then Alex Ablin able to do his job and retire the next two batters and get out of it and kind of pick up his teammate. Greblinghoff going to lead things off for Groton. Nick had a marathon at bat in his last at bat. He battled off a lot of 2-strike pitches, but he's 0 for 1. First pitch chased in the dirt, and he flips his bat, not happy with himself. And Lubas, he's back in here. This will be pitch number 50 for him. The 0-1. That one's going to hit Greblinghoff. And again, as I said in the game, in the game before this, if you've watched any Groton baseball this year, Nick getting hit by a pitch is a fairly regular occurrence, as it happened in the game before this. And now we've had it happen. Now we can call it a game. TC Schuster, the batter. First pitch taken. First strike. Schuster walked, made it as far as third back in the second inning. The 0-1, that one's down low. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Lubas likes to work fast, so it's important for these batters to kind of slow him down. The 1-1, misses low and away. Nice job there by Steen to snatch that one out. 2-1 here now, kind of a hitter's count. So TC looking for one. He can drive. Again, with that wind blowing in, anything hitting the air is going to hang up. So looking for line drives. The 2-1 is popped up. Vandersnick's going to look and going to measure it, and he's going to put it away. And Schuster retired on a foul out for the first out. Going to bring up Ethan Kroll. Kroll grounded out to second in his first at bat. 1 out. First pitch is low and away. And one thing about Ethan that we've seen is he's aggressive in there. He's not afraid to swing the bat. So hopefully get something going for that. 1-0 misses low and away. 2 balls, no strike. Again, here in the hitter's count, so Ethan's looking for one here that maybe he can drive. The 2-0. That one's down low. 3-0. 3-0. Haven't seen this very much out of Lubas today. Takes his lead. 3-0. Is in there for a strike. Again, Ethan's still way up here in the at bat. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the 3-1 swung on and chopped up to the middle. Lubas looks to second, but decides to go to first instead. Greblinghoff moves up. And Kroll retired 1-3 for the fielder's choice. Going to bring up Ryder Shelley. 2 outs and a runner on second. Runner's Nick Greblinghoff. Shelley hits a chopper to short. Grantham up with it. Going to be a tough play. And he's safe at first as Grantham had trouble getting the ball out of his glove. Greblinghoff kind of came in front of him, and I don't know if that kind of disrupted the timing there for Grantham. But nonetheless, unable to get it cleanly out of his glove, and Shelley again hustling down the line. That's his 3rd infield single of the day. Braden Fleece now the batter. Fakes a bunt and pulls it back. Ryder Shelley takes his lead from first. What? And Shelley cut down trying to steal second for the 3rd out. And we leave a runner stranded at third. After 4 complete, still no score. Coming up for Clark, it'll be Palmer, Huber, and Hovde. And we'll have the top of the 5th inning. We come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
Welcome back to Lockhart Field here in Groton, South Dakota. Pat Krause bringing you the live action of Junior Legion Region. We got ourselves a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're seeing a couple of pitchers doing a pretty darn nice job out there. Benny Palmer leading things off here for Clark in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch misses low and away. Alex Ablin, the 1-0 on the way. Swung on, chopped straight down. That caught catcher Lincoln Krause. Umpire Levi Christensen's going to walk a ball out to him, give Krause some time to catch his breath. You know, they wear all that gear, but there's still always parts of you that aren't quite covered, so... Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1, that's in there for a strike. Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Palmer grounded out 4-3 in his first at bat to second base, so 0 for 1. And the 1-2 just misses. Count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 doesn't get him to chase. Count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, these are the guys we've talked about that Alex has gotta go after, gotta be aggressive against, and can't leave these guys, get these guys on. 3-2 on the outside corner for strike 3, and Palmer down looking for out number 1. Good pitch there by Alex to come back and get him. Again, as we've said, these 8-9 hitters, you can't afford to get them on because Clark's got a pretty good top of the lineup. You know, they don't have much to show for offense today, but they've got the potential to put the ball in play. So want to keep the bases clean for them. First pitch to Talon Huber, swung on and missed. Good little wrinkle there from Ablin. The 0-1 swung on and missed, or foul tipped into the glove. You notice here now Ablin running out of the stretch here. You know, you sometimes see pitchers that, you know, they're want to just simplify things and go right from the stretch. You see it a lot more now than going from the full windup. The 0-2 on the outside corner, and Huber down looking for out number 2. Again, nice work here by Alex Ablin. Brings up top of the order Will Hovde. Hovde 0 for 2. Strikeout and a fly out, or a pop out, I should say, to the shortstop. Hovde playing center field. First pitch is in there for a strike, and Ablin gotten himself into a groove here. Long pause here. The 0-1. Swung on, and that's going to be a little looper. Greblinghoff and Fleece after it, but it'll be Fleece that puts it away for the 3rd out. So good inning there by Alex Ablin. Good efficient inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. After 4.5, still scoreless. Coming up for Groton, it'll be Braden Fleece, John Bisbee, and Tristan McGannon. We'll have the bottom of the 5th inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break. We need lights.
It's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
And we're back here, Lockhart Field here in Groton, South Dakota Junior Region action. Braden Fleece going to lead things off. He was up to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning when Ryder Shelley was thrown out trying to steal second. As you have a little time here, as you're watching this screen across the bottom, there's some sponsors you may see. Those are people who make it possible for us to run the show here. So thanks to those sponsors. Also to the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation for putting this all together. Braden Fleece going to lead things off for Groton here. First pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Charlie Lubas, that was pitch number 63 for him. Still doing the work for Clark. And the 0-1 swung on and grounded up the middle. Grantham ranges over, makes a nice play, and a strong throw to retire Fleece. Nice play there by Watson Grantham as he fielded the ball behind second base and has a good strong arm, but good contact there by Braden Fleece. John Bisbee, the batter. Bisbee 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at bat. First pitch misses in the dirt. This would be a good spot to start getting some base runners on here. Second time through for a lot of guys. But Luba still pumping strikes in the zone. Again, 66 pitches. Again, both pitchers here doing their job, being efficient. The 1-1 is in the dirt, and Steen unable to corral it. Two 2-1 the count, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. No score. The 2-1. That one's in the dirt. 3-1. Again, not something we've had to say a lot today. Well, really for either pitcher. Not a lot of 3-ball counts, but we have one here with John Bisbee at the plate. The 3-1 swung through. Bisbee swings through the 3-1 pitch. And the 3-2 to Bisbee. Misses up and away. Close pitch there, close pitch, but Bisbee takes it up and away for ball 4. Going to bring up Tristan McGannon. McGannon 0 for 1. A strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning. We'll see here if anything is on here. Top of the order on deck. Luva steps off as he was in his windup and should be in the stretch. Bisbee takes his lead from first. First pitch to McGann. He squares the bunt, pops it back into the net. Again, Aaron Severson trying to get guys moving around, seeing if we can manufacture something. Max Bratlin way in on the grass here at third. The 0-1 swung on and missed. McGannon a little behind it. He's got a nice looking swing, but it's just the mechanics aren't quite there for making contact. He's just a little behind it. And the 0-2 misses just high. That one kind of fooled him a little bit, I think, as he kind of committed and then pulled back, and that pitch came across, but it stayed high. The 1-2 Swung on, fouled. McGannon gets a piece of it, fouls it into the net. Again, to have an inning here, this is where you got to start. You got to get these bottom of the lineup guys on base. We got one on in John Bisbee, and hopefully now with Tristan. He chases one out of the zone, and he's down swinging for out number 2. That's going to bring up Lincoln Kraus. Top of the order here for Groton. Kraus 1 for 2, strikeout and an infield single. Again, Bratlin way in on the grass, trying to take away that threat of a bunt. Lubas looking in at Steen. He's going to check Bisbee at first. Now he comes home. Popped up into short left. Palmer coming in. He's going to measure it and put it away. And Kraus is retired on a fly out to left field for the third out. They get Bisbee on, but no farther than first. And no runs, no hits, no errors. One left after 5 complete. Still no score. Coming up for Clark, it'll be Grantham, Steen, and Severson. And we'll bring you the top of the 6th inning here at Lockhurst Field after this.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back here to Lockhurst Field here in Groton, South Dakota. As you see, we have turned the field lights on. It's getting a little darker, a little cloudier. I know there's some weather in the area. Hopefully we're able to get this game in before things turn south for us here. So right now, looking at the radar, things are north of us. I just got a notification that there's a notice for some weather happening up around the Houghton area and west of Britain, so hopefully nothing too serious. So Watson Grantham is going to lead things off here for Clark here in the top of the 6th inning. Grantham 0 for 1 with a walk. And Alex Ablin in his 6th inning of work as the Clark dugout gets a little bit more lively. Ablin's first pitch misses low and away. Now the question's going to be, are we going to get it in before the weather comes? That's hopefully the way these pitchers are working. I think we will. And the 1-0 to Grantham. It misses low. And sometimes here, I think, like I said, we see Alex trying to do a little too much. And when he tries to do a little too much, his pitches go a little more erratic. He just stays within himself. He's got good enough stuff. He doesn't need to overthrow. And the 2-0 misses away. And that's what catcher Lincoln Kraus is telling him right now, just to calm down and relax. That, like I said, if he just trusts his stuff and stays within himself, he's good enough to get anybody out. So now he's taking his time again, trying to get himself refocused here. Grantham digs back in. And 3-0. That one misses up. 4-pitch walk here to Grantham to lead things off. Not what you're hoping for. And that's going to bring Aaron Severson out of the dugout. Again, as far as coverage goes here, obviously we're covering this game. We'll finish this one out. And then tomorrow, starting at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock game start tomorrow. We'll bring you all the coverage with commentary. All 3 games tomorrow. Groton will play the first game, and then we'll do the rest of them as well, as long as we're here and we have the setup, I believe. Jacob Steen going to be the batter now as the conference on the mound is over. Steen 0 for 1 with a fly out in his last at bat. Like I said, Grantham looking like he's going to be off here with the pitch. I doubt we'll see a bunt here with Steen, but you never know. Runner stays. First pitch swinging. Bisbee's got it measured, and he's going to put it away. So good play there by John Bisbee as he's able to corral that fly ball. Good out there by Alex. One pitch, one out there against Steen. Like I said, a really dangerous hitter, but Alex been able to keep him in check tonight. Damian Severson, the batter, now batting from the left side, playing right field. Long pause here by Ablin. Runner goes. Nope, runner bluffs. Grantham took a couple hard steps towards second. Not sure if the steal was on and he just didn't get a good enough jump and decided to stay, or if he was just bluffing on his own. Looks like he's digging in now for it. Severson squares the bunt. Runner goes, and the ball gets by Kraus, bounces right back to him, but Grantham in safely at second. Counts 2-0 now to Damian Severson. Kai Vanderschnick stands on deck. Again, Clark looking like they're trying to manufacture something here. And the 2-0 is in there for a strike to Severson. So Alex Ablin working his way back here. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Trying to work around a leadoff walk. The 2-1. Grounded back to Ablin. He's got Grantham caught off, and he is out of third. Grantham caught in no man's land between second and third. Nice play there by Ablin to retire the lead runner. Severson on the fielder's choice, but with 2 outs and a runner on first, things a little bit better situation for Groton. Nice play there by Ablin as he's able to field that chopper, and Grantham just got himself caught too far off second, and Ablin puts a nice on-target throw, and Shelley able to apply the tag. Severson goes on the first pitch. Throw by Kraus is in time. Tag applied by Greblinghoff. 2 big plays there by Groton to get out of it as Severson is cut down. 2-4 caught stealing for the 3rd out. And Groton comes in, a lot of momentum here as they go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll have Ablin, Greblinghoff, and Schuster, and we'll have the bottom of the 6th inning back here at Lockhurst Field after this break.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Lockhurst Field here in Groton, South Dakota. A lot of excitement there in the top of the 6th inning as Alex Ablin surrenders a leadoff walk to Watson Grantham, who steals second, and then able to cut him down on a ground ball back to the pitcher, get him out at third, and then Lincoln Kraus able to throw out Damian Severson trying to swipe second on a nice throw down, and a tag applied by Nick Greblinghoff. So 2 very heady plays there. Now hopefully they can take that momentum coming in here to the bats. Good spot to start here. 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. Alex Ablin, Nick Greblinghoff, and T.C. Schuster. First pitch from Lubis is in the dirt. Again, Lubis doing a nice job. 78 pitches so far through 5 innings. The 1-0 to Ablin. Misses low and away. Maybe start seeing a little bit of fatigue here from Lubas, but we'll see. Big thing for Groton, make him work. He's got 80 pitches now, and that 80th pitch is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Alex Ablin. Ablin looking to get things started. And the 2-1 swung on way out in front, popped up. Bratlin's calling for it over here at third, and he'll put it away for out number 1. Again, Alex just out, just a little too anxious in there, I think. He wants to hit so bad that he's out on his front foot, and he's been rolling things over and popping things up. And like I said, when he's at his best, he's driving that ball to right center. Nick Greblinghoff, the batter, takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Greblinghoff 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in his last at bat. The 1-1, that one's going to hit Greblinghoff in the leg. And there again, as I said, in 2 games he's been hit 3 times. So, and Aaron Severson's going to have a quick little talk with T.C. Schuster, hopefully to kind of give him a little pep talk here, a little confidence. T.C. has been one of the more reliable, solid hitters all year. Kind of hit himself into a little bit of a funk lately, but hopefully here he can break himself out. 1 out, Greblinghoff on first. Schuster the batter. First pitch misses. Again, hoping here to make him work a little bit here. Like I said, Lubas hasn't had to work real hard. Not many 3-ball counts tonight. The 1-0 to Schuster. Swung on line, foul, way out in front of it. Caught it way out front, pulled it foul, wide of third. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here to the Groton shortstop, T.C. Schuster, who was also the winning pitcher against Redfield. The 1-1 misses low and away. Good stop there by Jacob Steen. Again, as a former catcher, those fastballs that go awry those are probably the hardest balls to stop. You're not sure what they're going to do. The 2-1 swung on and grounded wide to third again. See here if TC makes an adjustment. He's out in front of things here. Got to let it get there, let it travel a little bit. Keep those hands back and drive it. 2-2 the count, 1 out. Greblinghoff takes his lead from first. The 2-2 swung on, he stays alive. Again, out in front of it, but able to catch it out front and foul it off. Big thing here is to get Lubas to get that pitch count up a little bit here. Make him work a little bit. And I think we're at a spot in the lineup to do that for Groton. 2-2. Low and away, 3-2. Again, Lubas try a little spinner there that kind of got low and away here. We'll see here now with 3-2. 1 out. The 3-2 to Schuster. Hit hard at Grantham. On the second for 1. And not in time to get Schuster to complete the double play. Hard hit ball by Schuster. They're going to get Greblinghoff at second. Short to second for the first out. And then Schuster safe at first as he hustled down the line for the fielder's choice. Ethan Kroll now the batter. First pitch misses high. Kroll 0 for 2 tonight. 2 ground outs. Schuster takes his lead. And the 1-0 misses high. 2 balls, no strikes here to Ethan Kroll, the center fielder for Groton. He's looking for his first hit of the night. The 2-0, that's in there for a strike. And again, I think the approach here is make him work. 94 pitches. The 2-1, grounded back to Lubas, And on the first in time to retire Kroll, 1-3 on the put out for the third out. Groton strands one again. After 6 complete, no score. Vandersnick, Luvis, and Bratland will be the guaranteed hitters for Clark in the top of the 7th inning, and we'll have that for you here at Lockhurst Field after this break.
We hope you are all.
Planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to Groton, South Dakota, Lockhurst Field. You're tuned in to the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel, watching Junior Legion region action. We've got ourselves a good one. A lot of zeros on the board. 3 hits total between the 2 teams. Pitchers doing their job. Alex Abelin beginning his 7th inning of work. Kai Vandersnick going to lead things off here for Clark. Officially 0 for 2 in the book. First pitch squares the bunt. Ken Vandersnick, good speed. He struck out in his first at bat and then reached on an error. Stole second, but then didn't get any farther. Umpire is conferring there to see if he did indeed get the bat back, and he did. The 1-0. And that's going to hit him. Whoa. And with that, we're going to have a delay. As Vandersnick hit by a pitch and a flash of lightning, and there's the crack of thunder to follow. So we're going to take a little delay. I believe it's a guaranteed automatic 30-minute lightning delay. So we will take a break, and we'll check back in here at 6 o'clock, roughly, a little before 6, as we will hold on one second here. Dalton, 30 minutes, right? Okay. So, yeah, I just conferred with the umpires, 30-minute delay. So we'll come back on the stream a little before 6, and hopefully we're back to playing, but we'll see what happened. And if we're playing, we're playing. If not, we'll give you the info on what's going on. So check back into the stream here a little before 6, and hopefully we have some baseball to continue. So with that, we'll take a break. Thanks for listening, and check back in about 25 minutes. Thanks.
We hope you are all enjoying.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
No, not the bottom side, just the top side. Oh. I'm parked pretty close.
All right, so with the weather coming and impending weather coming later, the game has been officially suspended. Resumption of this game will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow, Tuesday at 1 o'clock again. So they'll pick it up tomorrow and finish the game then. So tune in tomorrow at a little before 1 o'clock, and we will resume this game, and then we'll have the rest of the games to follow. So baseball's over here for today, but we'll pick it up tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. Pat Krause signing off from Lockhart Field. Thanks to Kira for running the show for me tonight in place of Axel. He's doing a great job, and thanks all you for listening and watching. We'll see you tomorrow.